Hi friends, welcome to today's video. I am filming a February favourites video today. It's just a few little bits and pieces that I thought I loved these lately. Maybe you will too. This plaster on my finger is ruining the vibes. I broke my nail this morning and then less than 10 minutes later a bird decided to shit on my jacket. So yeah, I played the lottery and I'm hoping I win because obviously it's supposed to be good luck if you get shat on. I remember once I went to East Links Country Park, which you won't have a clue what that is if you're not from where I'm from, but it is basically like just a farm slash play park kind of area. But anyway, one time I went there and I was at the pig enclosure and a pig shat on my hand. And then when I went home, my mum had asked me to like nip over to the corner shop and there was a £20 note flying around in the wind. So I'm hoping I'm winning the lottery tomorrow. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into my February favourites. So some of this stuff is like physical stuff that I have here to show you, and then some of it is not physical. So I'll tell you the not physical stuff first. So the first recommendation is the new Pamela Anderson documentary that's on Netflix. It's called Love Pamela and I loved it. I love Pamela. So I didn't know much about Pamela Anderson, to be honest, before watching the documentary, other than the fact that obviously she had a leaked sex tape with Tommy and she was blonde and she was very heavily sexualized, but like besides that I honestly did not know much about her and I love her now. I think she's such a cool person. She's been vegan since she was in her like 20s, so that was like way ahead of her time. She's beautiful, but also like not just outwardly, like so inwardly beautiful. She just has this like really bubbly, light personality despite all the terrible things that she's been through. It was really interesting getting to hear her story, and I just loved listening to her speak. And she's a very loving person. Like, you can tell that she's been married like so many times. Again, something I didn't know about her. She just loves to fall in love. She's a huge romantic, and I thought she was such an interesting person. And it's a shame that before now I didn't know anything about her other than the fact that she was a busty blonde who was a Playboy bunny with a leaked sex tape. Like, because she's so much more than that. But yeah, I would recommend watching Love Pamela. So the next thing is a series, and the series is Big Little Lies. So I'm a bit late to the game. It came out in 2017, but I only just watched it like end of January, start of February, I think. And I loved it. First of all, was blown away by the cast. Reese Witherspoon, Shailene Woodley, Nicole Kidman, Laura Dern, Zoe Kravitz and Meryl Streep are all in it. Like, mind-blowing. Phenomenal casting. Obviously they are all brilliant actresses, so I really enjoyed watching all of them, especially like watching them all together. And I also, The Fault in Our Stars is a movie I really love, so it was really interesting seeing Laura Dern and Shailene Woodley playing friends, because obviously Laura Dern plays Shailene Woodley's mum, or Hazel Grace's mum, in the movie The Fault in Our Stars. So I love that too. But besides those women who are obviously well-established, amazing actresses, the children in the series, I was blown away. I've never seen child acting like it. Just so good. Like, they're so young. I don't understand how they're so good at what they're doing that small. Like, I was blown away. They're all going far places. So yeah, I loved the series. It was lots of drama, but also like a nice little injection of humor. Kept you guessing. But it's ended now because basically the person who produced it, who I can't remember his name, he sadly passed away, so they're not continuing the series. But to be honest, the end of season 2, like, yes, it could have been continued, but I think it's kind of good to just end it where it ended and like keep the viewer guessing, and it means that you can kind of come up with your own narrative and read between the lines of what you think would be the end result. And the third and final non-physical thing is music, is an album. So my favourite artist, I have multiple favourite artists, but my top two are Georgia Smith and Sabrina Claudio. And Sabrina Claudio just came out with a new album. Let me get it up for us. This album's called Archives and Lullabies. So Sabrina Claudio is like an R&B singer. She has the voice of an actual angel. She's the most beautiful human being ever. I went to see her live and it was one of my favourite live performances. She's so interactive with the crowd, so funny, and sounds just like the vocals. I went to go see her at Radio City Music Hall in New York and I was just like, this is a dream. It was insane. Yeah, so Archives and Lullabies is the album. It was released last week and some of the tracks on the album are just acoustic versions of songs which were already released on her last album, which was released in 2022, called Based on a Feeling. But there are some new songs on this album. And what's my favourite? Okay, so I'll give you my top 3 favourites from this album out of the new songs. I'm not going to talk about the acoustic covers of old songs. So of the new songs on this album, my top 3 favourites are Leave While I Love You, Your Interlude, and Moan. I think those are my 3 favourites. So I highly, highly recommend. I can't say enough good words about Sabrina Claudio and her music. I am obsessed. Okay, that's the non-physical stuff out of the way. Let's get on to physical things. The first, my new phone case. I recently got a new phone and so I needed a new phone case. And I always buy my cases from Casetify. Not sponsored. I always buy my cases from Casetify because even though they're a bit pricey, they're very worth it. What's the word? They're indestructible. You can get different levels of protection though, so the price goes up the higher the protection you get. I believe this is the ultimate protection mid-weight case. So they come for like sizes of lots of different phones, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different designs, but I really like this one because it just gives me sunset, angel number positivity. I don't know, I just really like it. Between a Casetify case and a glass screen protector, your phone is pretty much indestructible. Okay, next we have a book. I adored this book. Standard Deviation by Katherine Heine. So this is about a man called Graham, and it follows the dynamic between Graham and his ex-wife, Elspeth, and Graham and his current wife, Audra, and then the relationship between Audra and Elspeth. It's so funny, just in like a dry way though. Like it's funny because there is a main event, but the book as a whole is so non-eventful, but in a way that still manages to be really exciting and enticing and like keeps you reading. It's just really, really well written, very interesting characters. I'll read you the blurb quickly just in case you're interested. So, Graham's second wife Audra is an unrestrained force of good nature. She talks non-stop through her epidural, labour and delivery, invites the doorman to move in, and the eccentric members of their son's origami club to Thanksgiving. When she decides to make friends with Elspeth, Graham's first wife, and Audra's polar opposite, Graham starts to wonder, how can anyone love 2 such different women? And did he make the right choice? It's just very good. I don't really know what more to say about it, but I would definitely recommend. Okay, next. I have been living in this hoodie. So I love being comfy, being cozy. This is the Alphalete men's Unity hoodie in a size small. The men's size small fits me probably like a woman's size large would. I usually wear a woman's extra small, so this is beautifully oversized. It's also really cozy on the inside. It's got fleece on the inside. You can't really see that, can you? It's got fleece on the inside, and then the back, this is what I love, it's just plain black at the front, but then a big old logo on the back. I love it. Should I put it on for you? Oh, I can't put it on, it's wet, I forgot. I took it out of the washing machine to come and show you for the video. Oh, I just put it on and I'm chilly. It's wet, it's wet. But yeah, the Alphalete Men's Unity hoodie. It comes in different colours. It comes in blue and I believe also grey. Last item of today is the Numi Lustrum 5-in-1 curling wand. Ooh, one of my favourite influencers ever, Luna Montana, has great hair and she had advertised this around the time of Black Friday. And I went to go have a look and they were doing 50% off. So it's kind of expensive, but I would say it's worth it. And because I got it for 50% off, I think I got it for like the equivalent of £100, I think. So there's an 8-in-1 option and then there's a 5-in-1 option. I went for 5-in-1 because I don't need 8 options. I'm terrible at styling my hair. I mean, yeah. I have relatively nice natural hair some days, so I can get away with wearing it natural. But I really like when I've had it done at the hairdresser and it's done all properly. So I was like, I'm going to invest in a properly good curling set of curling wands so that I have that option. Still haven't gotten it down to a T yet, but I mean, I've only used this probably 4 times so far, but I love it. So these are the 5 wands that it comes with. So there's like this little one, which is a bit inappropriate looking, if you know what I mean. And if you don't, maybe that's just a me problem. And then it comes with a cone shaped barrel, and then it comes with a really chunky barrel, a medium sized barrel, and like a skinny little barrel. This is just the base itself. And then you get your different wands, which all insert, and then they lock in. So all the barrels are 100% tourmaline ceramic. If that means anything to you, it means nothing to me. But sure. They heat up very fast, I'll say that much. This also comes with a heat protection glove, but I can't use my hands when there's gloves on them. It just, my brain and the coordination, it doesn't work, so I can't use the heat glove. So yeah, if you've been looking for a good curling wand, particularly one that's going to give you some variety, then I can confidently recommend the Numi Lustrum curling wand 5-in-1. So that was everything for my February favourites. To recap, it was Love Pamela, the new Pamela Anderson documentary, which is on Netflix. Then Big Little Lies. Then Sabrina Claudio's new album, Archives and Lullabies. Then the book Standard Deviation. Then the Alphalete Men's Unity hoodie. And then the Numi Lustrum curling wand. Yeah, thank you for watching. And if you would like any of these products, I'll link them in the description for you. Also, if you have any products that you loved in February that you think I might love, then let me know. Thanks for watching.